What's up, Worth the Wait fam? Welcome back. This is our first episode in the series Recipes with Rhea, and today we're going to be cooking poke. Well, not necessarily cooking because no cooking required, but poke is one of my favorite dishes. It's super healthy for you, packed with nutrients, depending on what you add in there. It can definitely go from healthy to unhealthy really quickly, but we'll get into that later. So if you've always wanted to cook poke and you don't know what to do, stay tuned, follow along, and I'm super excited. Today's recipe is relatively simple. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so you'll see the first step into making the sticky rice is that we need our premium grade rice. This is a brand called Nishiki. It's pretty popular. You can find it in any grocery store and at your local like Asian market. For this recipe, it's going to call for 1.5 cups of rice. So you want to first off soak your rice for 15 minutes. So you can see I have my rice here soaking. This is what helps makes it sticky. So for 15 minutes, I'm just going to soak it in this container. While this soaks, let's go ahead and make the marinade. All right, next we're going to work on the marinade. For the marinade, you're going to need 1 cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of wasabi, or to taste if you want a little spicier, 1 tablespoon of honey, and 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. You're going to combine all those ingredients in a bowl. All right, guys, so now that the rice is done soaking for 15 minutes, I drained it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in a little pot. Don't worry about like patting the rice dry. You don't need to do any of that. So remember we did 1.5 cups of rice. Now I'm gonna add 2 cups of water. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and prep the protein. So you see I have salmon, I have some yellowfin tuna, and I have taco, which is just obviously octopus. So what you're gonna do is go through and cube each protein that you have. Now you're going to want to add the marinade. So what I like to do is I like to get bags for each protein. And I will pour the marinade into each one of these bags. That didn't work out well. Good thing I have a lot. All right. Obviously making a big mess, but you get the idea. You're gonna wanna pour enough so that you can coat your protein. And I'll be right back after I clean this mess. All right, now that I'm back with a clean workstation, you'll see that I have put enough marinade in to saturate each one of these bags. I'm gonna put those in the fridge and let them marinate for about an hour. You can always eat them just like this. You know, you just like kind of put the marinade on and then put it on top of your Pokeball and it'll be just fine. But I personally like to let it sit for a minute. So put it in the fridge for an hour. All right, so the sticky rice is done. I let it cook for 20 minutes covered. Now I'm going to remove it from the heat and let it sit for another 10, covered as well. All right, now that I let that sit for a little bit, I'm gonna take about a 1/16, this is an 1/8, so I'm gonna do half of that, a 1/16 cup of rice vinegar, just to give it that sushi taste that I love. Add it in. It's very, very strong, so add a little bit at a time. See, my rice is super, super sticky. You don't want to mix that around. In hindsight, I definitely would have used a bigger pot. All right. It's almost time to assemble the bowl. All right, now it's time to assemble the bowl. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab rice. And like I said earlier, I like to do about half rice, half salad. So you'll see me do accordingly. So that's a good size for half. At least for me, I'm not trying to, you know, eat too much here. So I'm gonna do my salad. I love to add greens whenever I can. I'm gonna take my salmon first. See, it is a delicious, delicious marinade. I like to put it on top right there. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. Then I'm gonna grab some of my tuna. Right on here. Wow, what a deep, nice color. And then my taco, which if you didn't know is Japanese for octopus. Right there. All right, now that I've got the base, I'm gonna go ahead and top with some other ingredients and I'll show you when I come back. All right guys, we now have our finished Pokeballs. So we had added the protein. I went ahead and added some of my favorite toppings: avocado, kimchi, seaweed salad, and I topped it all off with some crisp furikake flakes. Let's go ahead and taste this. Really, really good. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Go ahead, drop me a comment and leave me some of your favorite add-ons into Pokeballs. And if you have a marinade that you like, let me know down below. I'd love to try it. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys on the next Recipes with Ria. Bye.